Namaste, beautiful beings. This is Belinda Pearl, and welcome to this Oracular Divination Conscious Awakening Exploration. Every week it's different because it just is. This is the energy. Unless the universe wants us to know something and literally forcefully tells you that, and I for sure believe that the universe does this. A little quick example is that yesterday, after teaching yoga, I pulled the group a card, and the card that came out, I spoke about it and I shared the inside of the card. And then this morning we do pranayama meditation, and then again I take the deck, I shuffle the deck, sprinkle some fairy dust on it. Lo and behold, this exact same card is a card from the day before. Sometimes we just really need to understand the lesson. When we go into it, we don't necessarily get the whole picture, and we think, because we're always using this thinking mind, that this is the way it is. But then, like, the day later, 24 hours later, literally, like, it's this like deeper insight. So we've been like ushered into these storms of our life to really understand who we are. And the one message that seems to be really clear, and it's like gently clear, but it's actually louder than gentle, because it's like the universe is screaming, but it's this tiny little nudge that the universe is just touching you and like drawing you in a direction, and it's saying, stepping into this place of service, but stepping into this place of service with ultimate humility. And sometimes when we have to look in the world, our mind gets disturbed because of everything we see and all the Facebook ads and Instagram ads and everybody doing this or that. And it disturbs our inner being. But then when you really look into the world and you see beyond that, like, how is it that you truly want to show up in the world? And for me, it's been showing up. The message has been clear. It's been of complete service, but in complete humility. And this has been my path too, is that resonates well with me. Is to not come from this place of I know, because again, don't know anything, don't know what's going to happen next minute. Literally, the floor could open up and eat me all up, whatever could be, or tomorrow. It's an idea of planning, and that's, of course, we like to plan and have ideas of things that we want to be formulated a certain way, to manifest a specific way. But then we again just connecting to that. But maybe if we have this like ultimate dream that's beyond everything that we can do or plan, maybe it's this thing of just really like losing the parts of me that prevent me from really connecting to something that is greater, that can be in humble service. So maybe just something to ponder. So let us see what this universe brings, because we have no idea. At least these are little clues to like potentially show us the way, so we can play in this bigger world, in this greater world than the world that we live in. That we can be part of something that is here for all of humanity, and not just humanity. This is an important piece, like the sentient beings, the little creepy crawlies, the winged ones, the scaled ones, the clawed ones, the furry ones, the tailed ones, the winged ones, all ones that we deem different to ourselves, that we don't deem significant, like the little bug, or even maybe the little mosquito, or maybe it's a spider or the frog. May we always be of service, like understanding that we can be in like humble service to this planet too, to these beings. So how are you showing up for those beings that don't have a voice, that need you to stand up? So let us see what guidance is offering to all of us to stand into this place of ultimate service and potentially ultimate humility. So let us take a deep breath in. Allow the energy to pulsate through us, to really find ourselves rooted and grounded in this place. And you watching this with me, find yourself rooted and grounded. You just need to take a deep breath in and just sigh it out, and feel yourself present in this space. Well, it's funny that I was talking about animals, because she is surrounded by animals. There's a giraffe and a bird, and I think we've had this card before. And this is this reiteration of these things too. Like yesterday and today I had exactly the same card. And now I'm having this remembrance of like us doing this reading together. Maybe it was last week. I'm going to have to go back and check that we pulled exactly the same card. And it says companionship, like this idea that we're not alone. No matter where we are in the world, even if there's no human being or even an animal form around you, but that we are more than this world, the more that we see that the universe is alive and it's what gives us life. People always send their wishes to the universe, God, asking for a manifestation of a prayer or gratitudes so that something can come into being. So if you already do that, then you know that you're never alone. But maybe this is also time to surround yourself with those beings that you love most. Maybe it is human form, or maybe it's in an animal, insect, bird form, fish form. Maybe it's to go out in nature and discover that we're part of this ecosystem, this planetary system, this universal system, observing nature too, how nature is alive, how everything in nature seemingly, and this reminds me of maybe this is what the conversation we had before, all the beings beyond human beings are working in harmony. Nature has her way of finding, like around the rock or the boulder in the stream, or how the tree houses, the bird finds its perfect nest away from all the dangers on the ground. It's like nature has this easy way of fulfilling this. It's like nature is in service to these sentient beings. She finds ways in which they can grow from, which they can survive with. And sure, life can be a storm. Sometimes things can turn from oceans into deserts, or waters can rise, or maybe the pond dries up, the pool. Coming from Africa, sometimes the animals go to where the water is and it's all dried up. And that's life too. It's like this evolutionary cycle. Maybe animals in their own way are adaptable to evolution. Maybe that's part of this guidance, is that we're here to help you, to assist you as you go through your human evolution. But remember, it's not just you. It's not just the one, me or you, the I. It's us all together. So maybe we can live in this companioned humanity, sentient being on this planet together. And again, animals always bring this idea of reconnecting to spirit. So maybe we can find time today, tomorrow, this week, every day, maybe to look to the sky, maybe see a butterfly, or maybe it's your dog, your cat, your squirrel, your hamster, guinea pig, whatever it may be, your goldfish. And really find that communion, that companionship. Maybe speak to it, whisper to it. They also love to hear, I love you, right? It has a vibrational frequency. So I feel like this is a companionship, us here being together. Me being of service to you is creating this companionship. It's creating this place for us to grow from. So, from my heart to yours, may you be blissfully blessed and have an absolutely beautiful day. Namaste. And again, this is Belinda Pearl. You can always find me at belindapearl.com.